Someone tipped $1.50 saying they don't like the goal system because we don't like pressure to contribute. Well, then I'll just go out of business. Do you not understand that since last year when everything changed, when I got some extra attention, I started making extra money, I upgraded my whole setup, I now have the ability to play everything at a high level, best graphics, best experience. Do you not understand the content has gotten so much better? Can you even deny that? So we have to keep it going to have that continue.
Guys, if we can raise $47 more, I will eat Wendy's for you.
Robust urban garlic flavor.
The fun thing about DSP is that there's always something to talk about with him. It's a daily event because he always finds a way to make his streams about the drama of paying his bills. Now we have a very interesting clip where he got like a troll donation where it was like under $2 because, you know, Phil always considers it a troll donation if he gets under $2. And they're like, I don't like the goal system. And Phil's like, tough luck. I need the goals to stay in business. And here's the thing, Phil has always had a gimmick on his streams, whether it's trying to get you to support it. He used to have the vests and the hats and the glasses. He doesn't do that anymore. He found something even more ridiculous and basically begging his fans for him to hit these goals so he can eat fast food. And the interesting thing is that he says there's no pressure to donate because it's like, it's not consecutive streams. But here's the thing, it's $150, and then however many times it is, like the minimum is usually 10, so it's $1,500 to hit a goal for like him to eat fast food. It's ridiculous. And Phil weaves these goals in because he uses it as leverage to beg for his audience. Like when the commenter says he feels pressure to donate to Phil, that is literally what Phil tries to do, and I have clips to prove it.
In this case, because of the timing, okay, unless we get an incredible amount of support, all right, so we're talking, I would have to hit 9 more goals between now and like Sunday, right? If we get 9 more goals between now and Sunday, then yeah, we could do the marathon on Sunday. And that's like, for me, my opinion is that would be perfect timing. Sunday would be the perfect day because more people would be here, food, booze, variety of games. It would be a great, positive, festive vibe to start the month of May. But I don't think we're going to hit 9 goals between now and Sunday. I mean, we would have to have a massive rallying. And the thing is, this week actually has been on the slower side. For example, this week, we have less than 30 gifted subs over on Kick, which is insanely slow for me. Usually I have way more than that. So because of that, I don't see that real momentum happening. All right. So realistically, I'm thinking that I probably will be hitting the goal maybe around the middle of next week. I mean, that's if you say, let's say I hit every goal, 1 a stream. There'll be 2 today, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, 2 Monday. We'd probably hit it around Tuesday. But that's assuming we hit a goal every single stream, which doesn't happen. Then again, sometimes we hit multiple goals a stream, and that's not predictable. Like, you just don't know, right? So, all that being said, let's see what happens. It's this simple. The more you support, the more goals hit, the sooner the marathon happens. I would love to do it on the weekend, but it would take probably a miracle for that to happen. You'd probably have to have one or several very generous individuals to come by and support, whether it's Kick, YouTube, or a tip or whatever. We'd have to have a giant amount of support. And I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. You know, never say never, because every time that I say something like that, all of a sudden people shock me. And, you know, quite frankly, this whole last 8-9 months has been amazing. It's life-changing. Now I have a much better setup. We have flexibility to do whatever we need to do on any stream, whether it's a PC game, a console game, no matter how much it costs, what the availability is. You know, I've been able to spend some more time with my wife, which has been great. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days where I get to spend time with her, which I don't normally get to do. And it's been amazing. So I never would have told you that this would have happened in the last 9 months. I never would have guessed. Okay. And it has. So like I said, never say never. Let's see what happens over the next several days. But this would be a good time to get started. For example, last night on the Blueprint stream, support was incredibly slow. But I think that's a symptom of, number one, Blueprints now being a night stream when normally it was a day stream. And number two, the fact of the kind of game that it is. You'll every once in a while get someone who really likes that kind of game coming by, but it's not going to be consistent, right? So let's get back on track today. You guys have really liked Expedition 33. Me too. I love Expedition 33. I think it's an outstanding, original, fun game. I can't wait to play it today. All right, so let's get it going. Let's stick around after this podcast to enjoy the game. And also, let's get some support rolling if you can. Let's see if we can hit some of these goals and get to this marathon, right?
Don't you love it when you tune into a live stream and then all you hear is a guy giving a business meeting about why he needs your money? That's what DSP did for like 3 whole minutes, and it's probably longer, like I just cut the clip, but here's the thing. Phil, you literally do not have to schedule your marathons or your goals right when you hit the goal. You can reschedule, you can push it to the next weekend. Like, this is so obviously stupid. He's so rigid in his schedule. He's like, oh, we have to do it immediately after I hit the goal. No, you dingbat. All you have to do is basically say, hey, we'll do it on this day because it's just better. More people will be there. More people will be able to see it. And your audience will agree with that. It's not that hard. You talk to your audience like they're idiots, Phil. And you could just do another goal at the same time. It's not a huge deal. What you're doing essentially is pressuring your audience to hit those goals immediately. That's what it is. It's ridiculous. It's just nonstop begging. And you don't have to be that smart to understand it and see through his nonsense. He's basically saying, oh, support was low. We got to hit those streams. It would be the perfect timing. This would be the best way to do it. And it's like, Phil, you're making this inflexible by your own. You are basically manipulating and gaslighting your audience into supporting you. It's completely disgusting. It's greedy because you just want to move on to the next goal and you want to bleed your audience dry. That's what you're thinking. It's like, okay, if I can con my fans into giving me as much money as possible as soon as possible without entertaining them, I'm good. He doesn't get that the goals are supposed to be for the fans, not him. It's not a goal to see Phil eat fast food. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not worth $1,500 to see Phil stuff his face with Arby's.
That's not begging, you imbecile. Remember, I said that I would do the final, the next to last and then the last Sakura box snacks. And I said that when we hit 10 goals hit, I would also do the first snack from the new European box that showed up. So that's a bonus reward. And I want to do DSP Tries It for you guys tomorrow. I can't do it today. Originally, I was hoping we would do it today, but obviously that wasn't going to happen because, obviously we didn't hit any goals yesterday. All right. But if we hit our goals today, it means tomorrow we can do DSP Tries It Arby's. And that's perfect timing because my wife is working. And that way she can just come home and we could have the meal and we don't have to work, or she doesn't have to cook when she gets home. All right. Now, I'm not saying that if we hit it later in the week, it's awful or whatever. I'm just saying it would be perfect timing to hit it today. So let's do it. Please, let's get some support in and get some support moving for the stream today. I'm hoping that by the end of this podcast, we are a good chunk or good majority into raising the goal. So that way when I play Ninja Gaiden, I can just focus on the game and don't have to worry about mentioning it every few minutes. I just like to be able to focus on what I'm doing rather than have, distraction. And that way also I'll feel, better that tomorrow we're going to do the show. Everything's going to be good for the week, right? So please support if you can. All right. I appreciate everyone who does. We got our first contribution right now.
Don't feel pressured, guys. But really, you're supposed to feel pressure because you got to work on my time because it's not your entertainment. It's my living. So it needs to work for me. I don't care if it works for you or not, but the whole point of it is it's supposed to work for me. So I need to have it on the correct day where my wife is off work instead of, waiting another week when she's off work on the next week. And here's the insidious thing about it. Apparently his wife only works like 12 hours a week at redacted. So she has a lot of days off. At most, she's probably working 4 days a week. So he's just lying through his teeth here to get his fans to pony up all their money.
Guys, let's get some momentum going. We've got about an hour and a half left on the stream. We're not even halfway to the goal again. This is the third stream in a row where momentum is very slow installed. And, You know, if we're going to be doing our rewards this week, I want to do it tomorrow. Be perfect timing. We got to get it moving. So, please, someone, let's get some support here on the stream. Oh, God.
Phil does this thing constantly. He's like, he sets it up that it's like, you gotta hit it right now. It's a pressure system. It's not a goal system, it's a pressure system. This whole thing is a scam designed to make his audience feel compelled to donate, not through entertainment, but through gaslighting and begging. That's what it is.
I'm an evil, dirty, heinous scammer who steals money from little children. And there you go. There's your clip. And they'll use that in all their videos. There you go.
For a limited time, and then go do the other normal stuff later on in between the limited time items. So, for example, this week makes sense to maybe do this sandwich at Chick-fil-A and the drink, and then next week is the launch of the Minecraft meals at McDonald's, and I should do those during the launch week of that. See, but then after that, when we get back to normal stuff and there's no limited time options, then I should go back to the ones that are just all the time. All right. So that's what we're going to do.
Wow, suddenly you can be flexible, Phil, and not really have to worry about when you hit these goals. He's not there to entertain his fans. He's there to manipulate and trick them into giving him his money. And that's why Phil has these goal systems, because he can't entertain on his own. He's got to prop his stream up because he knows he's not entertaining by himself. Like, literally, I was just playing that clip raw. That's how much he interacts. He's like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. To be fair, it's an action game, so you're going to be drawn into it. But if you watch a regular DSP stream of gameplay, it's just him staring and not talking a lot with his fans. It's almost like Phil doesn't feel comfortable talking to his audience. Like, he's not built for streaming whatsoever. He's just there to milk his fans for money, and that's what these goals are. Like, come on. He's basically rewarding and patting himself on the back when he eats Arby's or McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or whatever fast food poison you want to think it is, because he's just saying, look at how successful I am. And that's what the clip at the beginning of the video showed. It's like, I got to keep this momentum rolling, guys, because if I got $5,000 one month, I need $10,000 the next month. It's basically just saying, we got to keep growing and growing. Like, no, Phil, that's not your audience's problem. That's your problem. But the thing is, you make it your audience's problem because you guilt and beg. And that's the only way you've survived on this platform for so long, because people have taken an interest in it. Because you're like the greediest streamer on YouTube. It's like August the Duck says, it's ridiculous how much begging you do. It's okay to ask for contributions, but it's not okay to beg and ask constantly and pressure your fans. You got to entertain them. You're just panhandling at this point, Phil. And you can't hide behind your goals, because we know better. Like, this is worse than the best, because at least they know that they're getting the best. Like, with this fast food stuff, it's like you're rewarding yourself. It's like, you're not really rewarding yourself when you wear a vest. I'll just say that.
Feel pressured to get one of those memberships down below. Feel pressured to subscribe on Twitch. Feel pressured to make a donation or interact with one of my sponsors. Feel pressured to buy a t-shirt. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.